Hi, welcome to SBR Sports Picks. His name is Mike Brenner. My name is Peter Loshak. We are the Odds Couple. We come from SportsbookReview.com. This is the NBA Odds Couple show for Thursday, January 12th. Let's throw the NBA record up. Mike Brenner, overall.
Can't blame it on nothing.
Overall, your record is still positive, but it's getting down. Right now, officially, you're up 6.8 units, which you look at, compare that to my record. That's just friggin' ridiculously awesome. But you know, you want to stay positive for the year, right?
I'm gonna, Pete. Yeah. I'm saying that with confidence. I'm not being cocky. Last year, I went through this rut, and I came out of it, and you know what? I'm feeling pretty good about it, and I'm just never going to put my head down. Just not going to do it, buddy.
Maybe what you should do is, like, if you give a pick and I tail you on it, then you pull off it, because I thought Cleveland was a good bet on the first half. I went on it. Maybe that should have been assigned to you, that you should then pull out. And you can do that. Like, if you give a pick and then I tail it,
I can pull.
You can then pull off it because of that.
I'm not going to blame it on you. I'll take that shit out of LeBron James and company.
One more angle of a strategy.
I appreciate, though, the,
All right, well, we will, I'm sure, break down Cleveland extensively the next time they play, but tonight we have 6 games. 2 games, of course, are overseas, right? The Indiana-Denver game in London, and then the Phoenix game in Mexico, and 4 other games, and a lot of interesting situations. I guess we can cover. Let's cover the 4 games that are domestic. The first one, Detroit and Golden State. We talked about this in the morning show. Golden State 6 straight ATS losses and lost 8 out of 9 ATS, which doesn't mean they haven't been winning the games. Doesn't mean they haven't been covering first halves.
You know what?
But
they don't care about ATS. They don't give a crap about that ATS, and that's what's sad, because they should be cashing them left and right.
Yeah, this was sort of predictable in the beginning of the season when Durant, or whenever Durant came to Golden State. Everyone was wondering, like, what's that going to do to the spreads? It was like, I don't know, but they're going to be in the stratosphere. They might get overvalued, and that appears to have what's happened over the past 10 games, right?
I mean, I'll tell you right now, and I keep waiting for that one, that one moment when they so-called turn the corner on that. But that could come any day. But I'm off them as of right now.
You're going to pass on the game. Wait and watch.
I just absolutely. I will be involving them though in a 3-team teaser, so we'll get to that.
All right, then the Lakers and the Spurs, and I gave the opinion that I was thinking that maybe an under might be a play here. Of course, the Spurs have been an overtrender. They're coming off a loss, and the Lakers also a team that can go very high scoring. But I'm just feeling like off a loss, the Spurs are going to clamp down a little bit, and also Julius Randle has a bum finger, so it just feels to me like a spot. Yeah, feels to me like a spot where maybe it'll be a little bit lower.
What's
scoring
that number sitting at, Pistol?
It's I would love to be getting in the upper 210s in the upper 210s, but now it's 212 or 213 actually. BetDSI has 213, so it's all over the place. It's,
I could see that being under, because again, they weren't pleased. Paul Gasol actually voiced his opinion on that last game, and when Popovich has a loss like that, it's defense that usually straightens up the ship. So I think you might have the right look there, Pete. And Russell, with that jam finger, he's not going to be able to do too much. And there's a team just floundering night in and night out. Some teams, they bring it. Sometimes they don't bring it. 10-foot pole for me, but I wouldn't talk you off that ledge.
I'll think about it. And then let's talk about Chicago and the Knicks. Last night, again, a classic. You had the balls to put Philly in a teaser, but we talked about the game. We were like, should the Knicks be a road favorite to anyone? And we were generally thinking, like, probably not. But I didn't have the balls to give it. And although it wasn't a blowout win by Philly, it was close. Could have gone either way.
97. Yeah, could have went either way.
But it was still, the Knicks. We thought.
You remember that time when you said, I have a play, Mike Brenner was football. You said, it's going to blow your mind. Yeah. Well, I got a play today. It's going to blow your mind.
You're taking the Knicks here?
I'm taking them 3 ways. I'm taking them 3 ways.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
God. Okay. And I haven't fallen down. Really? I didn't bump my head.
Okay.
I just did some research, did some reading.
Okay.
And I love it. I'm going first quarter, first half, and full game. All right, you got a guy that will be playing tonight. I just got this confirmed, Derrick Rose. No matter what his issues were, he's facing his old team. Doesn't matter how many times they face each other. He wants to win it every time. But you have a team that's now the GM is getting involved. Phil, what the hell's his last name? The Lakers' old coach.
The Lakers, Phil Jackson.
Yeah, Phil Jackson might be in jeopardy of leaving there, like within the next few days. Something's brewing up there. And I think today the athletes themselves put this game on their shoulder and say, hell no, I am tired of going through this rigmarole every single year with this team. I think Porzingis himself is going to just man up this team. And I love it, Pete. They got to get this win. Butler's out. All right, Miratek is out. And those are 2 key ingredients for Chicago. I know they're better. I know they're a little bit deeper, but I'm not sold on Fred Hoiberg completely as opposed to Jeff Hornacek. Hornacek has a lot more experience, and I think he will do what he needs to do to get this freaking win tonight. So give me the best shop line quarter, half in the game.
Interestingly, the line actually has gotten bet up a little bit. It opened at 2.5 or 3. Now it's up to 3
or 3.5. Can of whoop ass is coming out tonight.
3 or 3.5. So we can give you the pinnacle line, which would be -3, -113 on the full game.
Okay.
On the first half, we can give you also creeping up there a little bit. We can give you -1.5, -112.
And then we'll go with the pinnacle.
And the pinnacle opener.
Yep.
Okay.
For the quarter. I like it, Pete.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm
sounds
telling you.
very convincing. Then let's move on.
Believe
to,
I took the damn Knicks.
No, it's a good. It's I mean, a lot of times people overvalue the effect of a back-to-back. That's a classic mistake. That not a mistake, but it's something that people tend to do that they overestimate sometimes.
But again, when you got a lot of drama involved in a game and a lot of stuff that there's just a lot of unanswered questions, I think one team has got to come up and show up, and I just think it's going to be Rose. What a night to go against your old teammates. You already got everybody wondering, what the hell do we sign this kid for? He's got to have a good night. I like it. I'm not
All right,
back
I'll
off.
give a play right now that I've actually been doing okay with totals in the NBA recently, especially with some of these playing with fire totals, and I think I might do that here with New Orleans
Playing
and Brooklyn.
with fire.
Obviously, Brooklyn earlier on in the year was a very high-scoring team. They've come down a little bit, and I'm thinking that this might be a good spot for the under. Of course, Anthony Davis with some injury issues.
Yes, and I heard he might not even be playing tonight. That hip is really bothering him. So how effective will he be?
Well, I actually read that he's expected to be playing, but
if
again,
he is playing, how much is he going to? And I heard it's going to be limited. So I'm telling you, they lost Ryan Anderson, their outside threat. So that might be a good call. What's that number sitting at?
Well, it's getting bet up, which is a little bit concerning to me, but it's right now 217.5.
Ooh, that's a lot.
Which is a lot. Yeah. So I'm going to take the under again. I did this with the Portland Lakers game, I believe it was, and it turned out that I was right on that one.
You
so
were
I'm going to take the under 217.5 plus 100. That's
that's
a
a
pinnacle
good
line.
call. Yeah.
And then let me see what the first half is. Yeah, the first half is 112, which is a little bit riskier, but I'll take that one as well. I'm sorry, 112.5.
Hold that
first
trigger.
half under 112.5 plus 102.
Yeah.
That's a pinnacle line right there. Okay.
And now, what's the other game that's being played overseas somewhere? Denver?
Well, there's two of them. The first one, actually, I would have been, it was Dallas and Phoenix. Now, I jumped all over the overnight total on that one, over 202. And I would give it now if it were 202, but now it's up to 206 or 206.5. So,
but you got that bet.
202.
Yeah, that's crazy.
202.
I think they're thinking like we're thinking. They're going to want to go put on a show. And when a show gets put on, it's like an all-star game. There's no damn defense. Pete, that might be a really sharp call.
I'll tell you what
How about the first half?
Yeah, exactly. First half also got bet up. Opened 100.5. Now it's 102, but I'll take that one over 102 minus 107.
Yeah,
That's a
I
pinnacle
like your
line
thoughts
there.
on that one.
And
what's the other one?
And the other one is Indiana-Denver. That's being played in London.
And Denver's banged up big time. I don't think Gallinari's going. I don't think Farid's going. I don't think there's another player too. I think is
right. But Indiana opened at 2.5. Now it's up to -4 or 4.5. So I'm staying off this one. But what are you going to do?
Yeah, I'm going to. Yeah,
stay off it.
I'm staying the hell off it.
All right. So
you know what? No, Indiana's got to get that win.
I don't know, man. I'm
going
off
first half.
Are you sure?
I'm taking Indiana on the first half because Denver is banged up. Indiana on the road gets away from the pressure.
All right.
First
well, the
half.
Chris books still have 2 minus 110, so we can give you that one.
First half,
-2,
too.
-110.
I like it, Pete, and I really do. I'm not just stretching on that.
All right. So review your picks, and is there anything you want to add?
I got one other.
Okay,
I got a 3-team teaser, but I'll review everything. I'm going with the Knicks. First quarter pinnacle opener. First half -1.5, thanks to my line shopper. The full game -3. All right, Derrick Rose going to come out of that shell. Indiana first half -2. And Pistol Pete, I'm going to wrap it up. 3-team 6-point teaser from Bet Online.
Okay.
We're going to pull the trigger with the Spurs.
Okay, hold on. The Spurs, that'll put you at 8.5.
Okay. Golden State.
All right, that'll put you at 7.
And the Phoenix Suns.
All right,
baby.
and that'll put you at +8.
I like that.
Okay.
I really like that, and I think tonight's the night I'm going to get shit straightened out. It's about time, baby. I owe it to the viewers.
Yeah, all right. Now I'm just thinking, what should I do about this Lakers-Spurs total? Because the problem is the Spurs have been an overtrender this year. They can't
go
be
with
very
your
high
gut.
scoring.
Go with your intuition because I think you nailed it right away. Russell's going to be hurting. Come on, Pete.
Yeah. All right, what the hell?
And
I'll
it's in
throw it
San
on there.
Antonio,
It's in
if I'm
San
correct.
Antonio,
Come on,
yeah. So
that's
I'll throw it
defense.
on there under 213 minus 110.
Pull
That's
that
a Chris
trigger
line right now. And and then I'll also throw on the first half under, which is 109.5 minus 106. Oh no, sorry, 110.
He's gotten
under
loose,
110
Dennis.
minus
He's gotten
110.
loose.
All right, I'll throw those two on there. Hopefully those won't. Hopefully I won't like cash the 2 Brooklyn unders and then negate it with 2 losses.
Yeah, you don't want to negate nothing.
What the
That's for
hell?
damn
What
sure.
the hell?
Negating stuff
And I've
for
also
the
got the
birds.
Dallas Phoenix first half over, which I think is a solid play.
Yeah.
All right.
And you know what? We got to throw a shout out. We got the best Twitter followers. When I
Yes,
was down and I was sick, I can't count how many messages people like, Brenner, hope you're okay. Hope you're okay. You
Really?
deserve a break. I'm not kidding.
God,
it was over freaking whelming, Pete.
That's
I'm
amazing.
not kidding you. I get blown away every
What a
day
great-
from this team that we got behind us.
All right, so there are some good, decent people in
There's
the
a whole
world. It's
bunch
not
of them.
just all just like lying politicians
No,
and shit
no.
like that.
I'm telling you, you look up good teams, just you look for the word odds couple, and that's some guys behind us. Baby.
Awesome. That
Yes.
sounds great. Thank everyone for who wished Mike Brenner well wishes when he was sick, and hopefully we'll be able to reward them with some winners tonight. And win or lose, we'll be back tomorrow for the Friday NBA
And
card.
you look good, by the way, the other night at the casino. You were knocking it dead, baby.
Research before you bet. Be sure to check out SBR Picks for the best game predictions, breakdowns, and much, much more.